This is Gavel to Gavel, Alaska, a service of 360 North in Juneau. Consider becoming a member of the 360 Circle to help support our coverage of the Alaska legislature.
B seat, that's a disappointment that lawmakers have chosen to not only not discuss and vote in public, but a very experienced, educated, dynamic Native leader was not accepted by our Senate Democrats. Joe Nelson, very qualified, fine candidate. That was a disappointment. So the letter that was just brought to my attention by the Senate President just says, please bring us another name. Doesn't mention any list, doesn't mention any recommendations, just bring us another name. So we'll discuss that and see where we go from there.
Are you willing to talk to Juneau Democratic leaders?
Again, I have already, and explained to them that, you know, the disappointment from the get-go, of course, was that they did not provide a list of names for us to choose from, just one name. So we went out and solicited the interested persons to the seat, did our interviews, did our vetting, and that took 20-some days to do that. When we found the candidate that we believed would best serve this area, in Mr. Grusendorf forwarded that name, and they said no. Then in speaking with those Democrat leaders, we explained to them that we had another person in mind, forwarded Joe Nelson's name, and we are where we are today.
Are you willing to reconsider their list?
I don't know if a couple of things on that. I don't know how interested, to tell you the truth, even those on their list are in this seat. They weren't on their original list. They weren't applicants when we asked for public members to come forward showing interest. And, you know, we had quite a number of Juneau residents who did come forward saying they wanted to be considered. So those three new persons, we haven't even interviewed them. And again, the list that, or the letter that was presented to me this morning didn't mention anything about the recommendations of those three on that second list.
What's wrong with appointing somebody who maybe doesn't intend to run for re-election? Doesn't that just actually give Juneau voters a chance?
Oh, absolutely. That's not my criteria at all for me in a selection process. It's a free-for-all. It's a good, healthy competition that I look forward to in this part of Alaska in a year and a half when the seat is up for that regular election. Whether somebody intends to run or not isn't part of the criteria.
Is Medford 201 just out for you?
Nobody is just out. You know, again, with this latest round of rejection of a very qualified, experienced, educated young leader in this part of Alaska, it makes it tougher to figure out what it is that they are looking for, except for one's individual that they came to us with at the very beginning. If their hills are really dug in and they say it can only be that one person, then that makes this process a little bit more difficult, because we would like, again, to consider all those who are truly interested in the seat. We'll go through another round, if we must, of interviews and vetting, and it's unfortunate, though, for this district to be without representation, and that's why we've asked them to publicly discuss this, follow the law there, and make their decision. They made their decision today, but it wasn't in public.
Can we talk about Winnie Anthony Ross? He's made statements such as he's called gays degenerates, immoral. Are those things that you agree with?
I don't agree with probably many things that he has done or said over all these years in his 35 years of practicing law. He probably doesn't agree with a lot of things that I have done in my professional life either over all these years. We're never going to find anybody who we 100% agree with. And I don't know if the statements that are being attributed to him, if all of them are true or not. You guys see how things work in politics and in the media too. There's a lot of false accusations out there.
Did you not check to see if those kind of highly inflammatory statements were or were not true?
And I'm very comfortable with Wayne Anthony Ross serving the state of Alaska as Attorney General. That's why I brought his name forward.
So do you know whether or not he made the statements that were attributed to him?
As I say, I don't agree with